Hello world, this is the social web where you get entangled with our conversations. I hope you join. Today I'm socializing with my good friend Fabian.
Hello, social web. I'm very excited to be here, very honored. Can't wait to start chatting. Let's get this show on the road.
Yes sir. We're doing a little calm session of Marvel Rivals, a little bit of comp grind, and trying to get the higher ranks. And just talk it out, There's plenty to be talked about.
First elephant in the room. Why are we ranked so low? Well, I am currently on my alternate account trying to help my close friend Janiel get out of the depths of
Nah,
bronze.
facts, the Elo hell. And,
Oh, we got a thing?
let me not sound like a fraud. I'm only here because I haven't been grinding video games like that recently. More watching movies and schoolwork and socializing with a good friend of mine. But yeah, man, I peaked Diamond 1. What's your highest rank?
I hit Celestial.
That's the top?
No, that's right below Eternity.
Oh shit. I was gonna say about it. You're gonna immortalize yourself a nerd if you hit that. You hit it with Genghis
Oh,
Khan?
like Genghis Khan, just is my hobby. I'm good at it, so I stick with it.
Bro,
Okay.
you know what game I downloaded? It's free. It's called Strat of Fat. It's just 1v1s. No matter
Rat of
what,
Fat.
yeah, you can download it after this game if you'd like. But it's literally, I watched some YouTuber play it. It's just 1v1 duels. It's like 1v1s just stimulates my ego. And it's a healthy way. I just straight dog on some people. Because did you play CS:GO when we had that little phase going on?
I did not play CS:GO. I was on my Apex grind.
Apex, but it's not like CS:GO, but I don't know. I just like 1v1. Can anyone kill this
Okay,
Iron Man?
I cannot kill this Iron Man because I am playing the Catman. Oh, that's one dead. Nice.
Nice.
If you were to be any Marvel character, what would you be?
Ghost
'Cause I
Rider.
know what I'm picking. Who?
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Why? Seems like a
Uh,
heavy burden to carry the Spirit of Vengeance.
that's true, but I like the pendant stare. People don't. It's like literally like forced self-reflection. People don't like to look at themselves deeply, and I've always liked chains. I think that's cool. It's an aesthetic thing. And
I was about to
then
say, if you don't be a kinky way, I'm just very
nah,
considering.
nah, it is kind of kinky. But nah, it's just I don't know. It's like a whip but of steel, and it's mainly the pendant stare. I think the pendant stare is sick. Who's another person? And he's like oh wow, he's like
Oh,
immortal, so that's always cool.
that is true. But I saw like an Instagram reel saying like living forever is not like the move. And I forgot why they were saying it, but
Yeah, it's only
honestly,
cool when the new world is made by Christ. When no more tears, no more disease. Now, if you're more to here, like Wolverine wants to kill himself every single day.
yeah, it's not
All
ideal.
right, I'm a alt boys.
By the eye of Agamotto!
That was kind of bad. We killed the tank. It's not too bad.
The ult did something. I'll tell you that. The ult did something.
Spider Zero will be an old
Nice, nice, nice. Who would you
Peachy's is
be?
going off.
the darkness take them.
Oh, I
Oh,
would
Doctor
love to be.
Strange. That's the good answer. Yeah, Doctor
Yeah,
Strange. I'd be Doctor
I was
Strange.
gonna say Doctor Strange.
Actually,
Yeah, I'd love to be Doctor Strange just to know the ins and outs of the universe. The
literally,
science can only take you so far, you know?
it can only take you to your five senses, and we know there's more. Well, we know there's more behind the veil
Ooh, I got the Iron
that
Man.
this channel will take a sneak peek behind, and I hope you guys join us and I hear your input, because everyone has a voice, everyone has done the research. Well, and if you haven't, hopefully I open your eyes. But
Oh, yeah.
no, magic is real, bro. I will say that. First of all, because you
Yeah,
know,
magic is real.
there's just people on the internet just saying they're witches and are fine with that, but it definitely is real. But nice.
Definitely struggling on this last point. I cannot lie.
Oh yeah, we can't go into OT.
Good medicine.
Kill this, nice. Ooh, it's clobbering time.
Fat old.
Nice, we're cooking, we're cooking.
Yeah, we are.
Venom's about to die. Nice.
I can't get that.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, literally in the movie, that scene with when the butterfly in space, that's just a sick scene. And he literally does go through that. Like when he does remote viewing or astral projection, he literally has a voice line in it. Like that's so sick. You know astral projection is real, right?
Yeah, if you take shrooms or something, I'm pretty sure.
Somewhat, but not even. You don't even have to go that far. It's kind of like meditation. But the reason I mainly say it's kind of cool is that the CIA tested it, and they. Oh, my game audio is too loud. They had two people remote view into to Jupiter and Mars. Oh no, to Mars. No, I think or Saturn, Mars definitely. And they were like, it was as much as it was going to a different place, like space, time, and matter. They're going to a different place or matter. The guy killed the Iron Man. We have mainly melee characters, but he saw structures. He was seeing pyramids, and he was seeing, hey, what this guy was saying in the CIA files, the Central Intelligence Agency, that they were seeing like aliens, that they were like they
Paul?
Yo, I just watched that movie, bro. That movie's
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
it's pretty funny.
Super good.
I can't lie. But I'm all.
I'm gonna ult.
But it was more of like their extinction. He was seeing their last days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and like
Freaky.
they were like safeguarding it. I could do a deep dive into it later if you guys like. Well, I'm gonna do it anyways, just so I can get my facts straight. But it's pretty insane. Oh, what? We're actually getting held?
Well,
I thought we were doing good.
just so you know, our magic is 8-4. She's really not eating right now. She's not making Bass proud. Oh, she.
Iron Man low, somewhat. Kill Groot, focus Groot.
Back on the topic on aliens though.
What's up?
If they were to come to Earth and they said, "Take me to your leader," who are you taking them to?
That's
I
such
think
a
I'd just
great
take them to my
question.
mom.
To your mother? But
To my
what if?
mom.
So first of all, you think aliens will be able to hear us, to know what we're saying no matter what? You think like mind, like telepathy?
Sorcerer Supreme.
I mean, I'm assuming they'd studied us before they land here. It's kind of like visiting a country. Like, you're not gonna visit Japan without knowing a little bit of what they say.
That's a great point.
Because watching anime doesn't count. That's just not realistic.
Yeah, man. I only know Senpai. I know Baka, but who I would give it to Bob Lazar. You know who that is?
Who?
Bob Lazar. Killed
Lost
Groot.
me there.
Bob Lazar is Area 51 is kind of it's kind of like, oh wait, no, we might actually be able to touch point. Area 51 is a real thing, of course, but I think it's more safe to say that it truly is a military base. It has the pop culture that secret there's secrets and all this technology. But Bob Lazar said that that does happen, but it's not in Area 51, but it is in an area that's um that's pretty much hidden, and it comes from Roswell. The Roswell incident is
Hmm.
where um we people believe, and Bob Lazar is one of them, that um kill him is that an alien crashed at Roswell. Roswell's a place. Pretty sure it's New Mexico. And they were able, one, they captured the organism that was operating the the technology, and the technology itself, they were able to reverse engineer it. So, and
What do you mean by reverse engineer?
that's a good question, is that the reason people believe that, well, he just says it, but is the jump of technology. This was in the 50s and 60s, and this is right after we get the iPhone and we get F1 jets and we just get this crazy amount of technology that just doesn't make sense. The mainstream view is that it's from war. Whenever we have war, we put all of our time, energy, and resources into innovation. Like the Nazis made V2 rockets, and they're making like good tanks, and we were making, well, we just had good logistics. We just had a smooth operation, and then the Soviet Union were just throwing bodies and bodies, but but then the alternative history is that after Roswell, we were able to reverse engineer, meaning we were able to understand the alien technology and then utilize it for our own benefit. We were,
Mm.
and then this then coincides with um, us being sold out. This is where it's kind of more doom pilled and a little more skeptical about it, is that the human race was then sold out for the technology. And this is where, if this is the case, I would say it's demons. It would be fallen angels that try to utilize us in a way that they benefit and we get exploited. And that's why you see, it's just the war, and they feed off negative emotions and human suffering, which is just the human condition. But let's just give it to them. Is that these people that we were sold out to for the technology, and this is the military industrial complex. This is people we had all this technology that just didn't make sense of why we had it. And then that's the trickle down effect, is that the military has this crazy amount of technology and we get it years later once they've sucked it up dry. Like drones. Drones have been there in war for so long, but now, you can record YouTube videos off of them. But
Oh, I
like,
see.
all this technology is just crazy, and then this comes with like AI, or like computers. Like computers would take up a room, like these just massive, just like hunks of just cables and um yeah, just a lot of technology. And now it's a pretty known I don't know known, but it's a cool fact that the the technology we have in our pocket is better technology than what NASA had when they put people on the moon.
That's
So
crazy to think about.
it is, the implications is just, it's just the jump was too unnatural, and that we we tapped into other sources of knowledge, and I don't think that's man's knowledge. I think it'd be aliens. That's the theory. It's the Roswell incident. And Bob Lazar, oh, this came from who would I introduce aliens to, is this guy who said, I saw an alien. That I had this alien. He saw an alien. He knows how they work. And then the way they operate, he's saying, is that this is coming from the unnatural aspect, is our best jets. I'm ulting, boys.
Yep.
Oh my
Aw.
god. Too
They were
obvious.
ready, they were ready.
Yeah.
Get indoors. Nice. Oh,
Nah, I got manhandled by Emma Frost. But what I was talking about is that our best vehicles, like jets, fighter jets, the military. This is done by whistleblower. This is said by whistleblowers and people in the military, trusted, decorated people that were behind these vehicles, and it's like they're playing with them, playing with us. Oh, this guy. Oh no, it's okay. They're playing with us, and then once we start actually trying to follow them, they go 4 Mach faster than their top speed. So it's just incomprehensible. Nothing can get even close to the amount of the speed these UAPs get to. That's why it's phenomenon, because we just don't get how it works. That's of course the human hubris, thinking, we have the best around, when no, there's a spiritual realm. And then these things are going. Ooh, that's a good ult. Magneto dead. Wow, did we hold them? Is this winnable? They got cooked. Good shit, boys. But these UAPs, they'll go. This is inertia. What stays in motion, or yeah, what's in motion stays in motion. This vehicle is going so fast and then turns to a straight degree, a straight turn. Oh, good shit. Makes a sharp turn that the G-force, the gravitational force that's acting upon the person, should vaporize them, should just make them into like mush. But they just move perfectly fine. And it's what Bob Lazar is saying is that it's because they're not really there. They're just controlling it via consciousness. You understand how crazy that is?
by consciousness, you mean like the part of the brain that we're not aware of in a way?
It could be the subconscious, yes.
Oh,
But just merely the consciousness, not our brain, not the physical matter, but the experience we have through the brain, our dreams, our intuition, our stuff like that. That
they control.
they control it, and that's why.
Mm.
But then you think about the implications of that, is that they were able to reverse engineer it. So that means, are we using our consciousness to operate the vehicle? And then that goes to, did you see it on TikTok? All those things in New Jersey,
Reality is but an illusion.
No.
all those drones in New Jersey. What? Okay, let me get into this. Wait.
I ain't gonna give you. Oh, okay. I gave him that.
Wait, who was your answer to? Was it really your mom?
Yeah, I take him to my mom.
That's a good answer.
Bro,
Sure.
because she's like, think about it. Like, I feel like a parent is definitely, because alright, a scientist. Because I saw a podcast of that guy. I'm so sorry. Please don't cancel me. I forgot his name. But he's on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he was saying, "Oh, I'd bring him to a scientist." But like,
It is good.
human nature isn't just science and H2O and carbon dioxide and like stuff and like.
She's interested in
You should bring him to an emotionally intelligent person as well, because what makes us human is all the emotions that we have. Like, of course, uh, animals could be in distress and feel relief, but like we're way more complicated in that we feel regret and like guilt and love, and it's just like no, animals just get horny in my opinion. Like, bro, even boy dogs start humping me and like they don't know what they're doing, bro.
Facts. This gay ass
So,
dog. No, that's a
but
great
yeah,
point actually.
I
Then,
definitely take them to my mom because my mom will just show them humanity, not just science.
the emotional intelligence part and the humanity part you just said. That's cute. Like I like that. Like these aliens, you think they don't know their own? That kind of fucking mogs mine. Like you don't think they know their own technology? It's more just show. It's kind of more ego showing like, oh, we kind of understand you. Like we got some info on you. But to show our emotion, that's good. I changed my
Yeah, because
answer.
what?
I'll
What's your answer now?
I'll show them to like a Down syndrome person. I feel like they're pretty down to earth.
Literally. Well, anyways, the reason the reason like just like another reason why I bring one to my mom is because they'll. I don't mean this in a bad way, but I see aliens as like animals, like as parasites. Like when an animal is thrown into a brand new environment or person, they're gonna question everything about it. So might as well show them the good side first, and then once they built up character and understand their surroundings, then you can show them the bad stuff. Or I could just be crazy because
No.
they tried that in Jurassic World, and then the dinosaur ended up killing everyone.
Well,
I don't
no.
know.
Alien and dinosaur, I wouldn't make that comparison. But I do agree with the parasite part, and that's actually that agrees with history that what aliens had. It's a cliche. It's that they'll take our cows and then they probe us, and you know what probing actually means, right?
Like put a stick in our brain.
In our butt.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not trying to get kebab.
But then they receive you. They put you back.
What do you mean put me back? What do you mean put me back?
They put you back. They they levitate you up to their spaceship, probe you, do whatever they do to you, and then they put you down, and then or put you back to the Earth, and then
I just
And then they
that sounds
do
like a porn category. I can't even lie.
it's some shit like some Japanese would do. They probably do have that tentacles, but
I'm sorry if you're Japanese watching this. Continue.
no, I'm not, bro. Y'all be having some weird ass media, some good media, but y'all be freaky. But yeah, no offense. But the parasite part as well is that this is the guest host relationship. What is happening?
I clobbered.
Oh, I'm stuck. I live. The guest host relationship is that it all depends. We are inviting them. Okay. Before I say this, the theory is not they are far beyond the stars. Is that this is coming from what the government is releasing, which take with a grain of salt. But is that they're interdimensional, so that they're actually here. They've always been here with us, and they've always been interacting with us.
Like they're
Which
fourth dimensional creatures? Is that what you're trying to say?
fourth dimension or just higher dimensions? Which, let's be honest, that's the spiritual realm. That's the heavenly kingdom, and then that's the kingdom that has fallen. Those are demons. Because probing, that's a sexual thing. That's trauma. That's exploitation. That's what demons would do. But then also the whole thing, aliens come a lot to culture during the Vietnam backline getting run on by tanks. Alright, I'll try to protect backlines more. Is that it's during the Vietnam War and after the nukes that we dropped the nuke on them, on the oh yeah, my bad, Japanese. Maybe that's why you're a little weird. We drop a nuke on them too, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And since they're interdimensional, which the government is now saying, is that they too were affected by the nuke and never wanted it to happen again. And that's why the whole peace on Earth, we come in peace, comes about.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Push them back, and so yeah, they're in this. They share the Earth too, and that comes from the guest-host relationship. That's why I brought this up. Is that we have to show, yes, humanity, but hospitality. We have to treat them well, and that we can have a relationship with them that we both benefit. And yeah, you would have to be motherly to them. You would have to show that, yes, we kill, we have war, and it's a dog eat dog world. We do have a lot of love for each other, and I don't know. I'd probably show them to the Pope too. That's a good answer. But even though I'm not exactly Catholic, but I still think he's the Rock. And yeah, man, it would be insane. And this is, even if they are, I've always said this, even if they are from beyond the stars, it would be, what is that thing doing?
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, hold up. We gotta. That was insane play. I cannot lie.
No, I think. Yeah, we could. Oh, I think he was just trying to.
Touch point.
Yeah, but that's not how you do it. But what was I gonna say? Oh, they've had. That means they have, and then they do arrive. That means they've had light speed travel. And if they've had light speed travel, that means they've always had the ability to be here. So they've always been here. They've always been influencing us. And history does show that. All the greats, Alexander the Great, when he was trekking to the east, he said he saw shields in the air. And then when Christopher Columbus went to the west, he said he saw canoes in the air. And that it always coincides with our culture, what our best technology is. And yes, there was also shields, but it looked like chariots. The Greeks had or the Macedonians had chariots. So, and then the Mayflower is what Christopher Columbus and whatnot were people coming in, but canoes is what the natives had. So it's always what our culture is. And I think they've been helping and they've been exploiting us. And I think the elites of the world sold us out for technology, for a better military. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that does make sense.
And they just got more control. They started to do genetic engineering. Like, that's absurd. Like, literally, the code, the information, the design of our very being can be altered with. And that's what there are labs that can do that. And there's foreign labs. Ukraine has labs like that, bioengineering labs. And
no shot.
Yeah, man. And yeah, I can't. I'm not that educated on the subject, but I know it's true. And I know whatever they're doing, maybe the war is just a cover up, but whatever it may be, is that because Ukraine, a lot of the rich people go to Ukraine. A lot of Russian rich people are in Ukraine. But then they're like, oh, we're not Russian. So it's just weird. It's complicated. It's geopolitics. That could be another video, another discussion for another time. But what was I going to bring up? Just... Oh. You want to... I forgot his name. But it was this guy. He was on a podcast I was watching as well. That... he just investigates UFO or alien interactions.
How does he do that?
because people talk. He just goes to people that I guess he asks around, and he just says. I think it's maybe more of an online thing, and he goes in person when when he snags a interview. Was like, have you interacted with an alien and whatnot? And those people are usually like not believed and seemed crazy, and that they look out of it because they were traumatized. And you know how they get cast out, how these aliens, um, how people free themselves from aliens.
Oh.
They invoke the name of Jesus Christ.
Mmm.
This is his own words. I believe he's a believer as well, but a lot of people said that the people that said they did it, they were cast out. But the people that said I didn't know what to do, I was frozen. They're the ones that get traumatized and get something happens to them. But the people that invoke Jesus, same with sleep paralysis. Same with sleep paralysis. People, you know what sleep paralysis is, right?
I'm pretty sure I. Do you know what that is?
It's like it's when you're it's between sleep. It's when your body can't move, but your mind is like in a state of. It's kind of like your subconscious. You're awake and you're not awake, but your dreams are forming. But it does invoke real emotion. It feels real, and it does feel scary. And but when people say Jesus, the experience ends. The figure leaves. The light of the world. It's pretty insane, and it's always a dark figure. And people say the same thing a lot. And you know, I don't believe in coincidences, so pretty insane.
By the eye of Agamotto.
That's a good alt, but I died. I don't know if anyone got it.
Oh, it's like a nightmare, but you can't move.
Yeah,
Huh.
and
Sorcerer Supreme returns.
and then this is another reason I say these are probably fallen angels. These aliens, is that they deceive. They, a lot of people that don't have a strong worldview,
I am strength.
they and have a lot of no faith in goodness and hope. They and these aliens, quote unquote aliens, are able to deceive them to pretty much they worship the aliens slash they begin to worship themselves
Oh.
since they believe they are not the children of God through faith in the Son of God that grafts them into the vine. These aliens call them the chosen. You're chosen. You're not like the others. And then and then the aliens give them forbidden knowledge. They say, "Oh, we made you. We genetically engineered the monkeys, or we made you from non-life to life." They give them these creation myths that, and then it always puts them in the center of it. Oh, look at that, back to back. It gives them these oh, and I promoted. It gives them purpose. It's these people that think life is purposeless or is meaningless, and that oh, what, we can't play no more.
No shot.
Did you promote?
I hit plat. Yes,
Oh,
I
damn.
hit. What? I thought plat could play with silver. Are you serious?
That sucks.
Oh, it looks like I have to make another. Oh, but finish it. What you're saying.
Yeah, is yeah, these people that don't have a strong, firm understanding of themselves and themselves in relation to the world, they get deceived by these aliens. And a lot of cults operate like that as well. Is one of them is called Raelians. My biology professor told me about this, which Rael means bad god in Hebrew. But
Real?
Rael, yeah, Rael.
Oh don't tell me Real Madrid's a cult now too.
Stop it. No, Real Madrid is Real. Nah, people treat Ronaldo like he's God though. Tell me not.
All right. Sorry, viewers. I think I'm a little bit dyslexic, but continue.
But yeah, this cult, this guy, and the reason what that um the story that my professor says is that a Russian Jew was the one who brought that to his attention, the Ra'el. The reason that does make sense is not it's we're connecting beliefs that don't make sense or aren't connected. The cult leader, I don't know his name, but he says he's a messenger of Elohim. And you know what Elohim is from, right?
That's from like the Bible, right? Judaism, something.
The Old Testament slash Judaism, yes, you know.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Christianity
Okay.
is the progression of Judaism.
Okay.
Um,
Familiar.
Elohim is, yeah, Elohim is plural, is a singular, plural. It's like weird, but it's pretty much one God, but it's plural, and that's the Trinity we now know. Um, through the bodily revelation of the invisible God through Christ. This cult leader, he's a messenger of Elohim, and these aliens, yeah, they said, oh, we can clone a human. So this alien supposedly gives that information to this quote unquote prophet or messenger, um, and but they make these claims, but they've shown no evidence of it. But they do have their own secret commune, and the main purpose, not the main purpose, but what happens in cults a lot is just sex, just orgies, and they do crazy stuff. They do drugs, or it's the leader. He uses them financially. He says, "Oh, I got to take all your money, all your wives, all your land." That's how cults operate, and then they isolate the people. So there's people that are in this cult and believe them and believe these aliens, and you know, like, it's nefarious. Like, those quote unquote aliens do not have the best intentions for these people. There's no way. If not, this cult would just broadcast, showcase these aliens, would they not?
Oh yeah, true. But I mean, if aliens were to come down, I think they'd be disappointed in what they saw because we
Mm.
have words like "cuz" and "goon."
Brain rot.
No, yeah, just they'd be actually. I think they'd be very disappointed in in us. I can't lie. I think they'd be very disappointed in us. Just even just like even just the word "chopped" just holds so much power. Like,
Chopped.
bro, like I just go on TikTok and I see just so many edits and it's just like everyone just like, well, I don't want to target females, but like girls are the ones be like, oh, stop sexualizing us. But I open up TikTok and there they are in the comment section of just some attracted dude just fiending over it. And like,
Oh, they get vulgar.
yeah,
They say some crazy stuff.
but it also could just be people our age. But yet again,
It is our
millennials.
generation. We
But
are.
but yet again, like millennials would be like, oh, don't give out your number to strangers. Don't believe anything on the internet. But they get fooled by AI. So honestly, I just think the whole human race is doomed because
Yeah, and
I
then you
don't
go
know, like I
then you
said,
go
we're
to
chopped.
then we go
We're
to
chopped.
boomers, and they can't even use the internet.
Oh, don't get me started on boomers. That's what pissed me off.
Damn.
The only thing boomers do have is good music. Personally, Hispanic
True.
boomers know what's up. They have really good
You know
music, taste
why?
in music. Why?
Well, this is more Gen X, because a lot of them were on psychedelics, like the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, all these people.
Oh
They were
yeah.
stoned.
I
The
mean, yeah, that makes
Doors,
sense.
Pink Floyd, all um Radiohead. That's not millennial. That's millennials. That's not boomers. But yeah.
Boomers would be like, yeah, no, just
Boomers is probably
everyone
like
just dead.
um Elvis Presley. That's probably boomers.
Yeah, honestly, if aliens were ever to come down to Earth, I think I'd play them like a really good song so they get to understand that we're all not that bad. Like the first three songs that like come up in my mind is that song. It's like somewhere. Oh, it's called Over the Rainbow. I think that song
Oh,
is
that
beautiful
the
because
Hawaiian
that
guy.
just yeah that shows like just really good humanity and hashtag please don't kill us.
The
And then
beauty
I show
for
them
the
Gangnam
world.
Style. Yes, I show them Gangnam
Y-
Style because it shows that we could turn up. So I'm saying like we all. Bro,
In
Gangnam
that
Style
song,
ruled the world.
I was just gonna say that
Ruled the.
it connected the world. You had
It was
Snoop Dogg
arguably.
with some Korean guy. Like
It was
what?
arguably more popular than Donald Trump and Joe Biden themselves. Like, that's another thing. The Chili Peppers said in one song, I forgot what it was, but this lyric always stuck to me. And then they just said music is the great communicator. Like, you don't have to understand a single gibberish or letter of any language. If the beat and the flow is there and it speaks to you, you're connected.
Fact. That's why people like
You're one of
funk,
them.
funk music.
Yeah, for sure. And the last song I'd play the aliens is probably some like
Kodak
probably
Black. No, I
some
was kidding.
no because that's probably the bad side of humanity. I can't lie, the drugs and the sex. But I do want to show them like a dark side of humanity. So
Maybe
I
some
want
rock
to
music,
say
like
I
Nirvana.
was gonna s- I was gonna say I'm feeling some Deftones, some dark
Deftones.
gritty, some dark. I can't think of a song right now, but I think I'd show them I'd show them some dark gritty stuff because Deftones like everyone just has that inner rock. Like people who
Mm,
don't like rock music just haven't found their song yet. And
exactly.
I'm speaking for everyone. Like I grew up listening to rock and then I was transitioned to rap because of the school I went to. But then when I revisited rock, I just realized how much better and just it just made sense. Like it came full circle. Like the emotions I wasn't able to express as a kid when I was 7, and then it just when I found rock again, it was like, oh, those are the emotions I just ignored because I was told, a 7-year-old can't feel that way, but you really can. Like you, bro. Like I remember having crush on girls and being sad, but then my mom would tell me like, oh, that wouldn't make sense. You're 7, but just rock music just shows like how built up emotions impact someone negatively, and then I feel like rock expresses it perfectly through like the harsh and like loud beats because you have to let that all out. Like those emotions don't come out easy. Like those emotions don't come out in a single therapy session. Like you really have to let those out because I don't know.
Yeah,
Just I think rage is such a beautiful emotion.
yeah.
Once
I
I
agree
think
with
rage
you.
is a beautiful emotion.
They, the emotions you're talking about, they don't come out eloquently. You're not gonna write an essay or slam poetry about it. You gotta, like Wolverine right now. You gotta roar it out. You gotta smack some drums. You gotta riff a guitar. These are really just strong emotions that music can is a vessel for, and your lyrics can't do it all the time. It's like you said, it's
Mhm.
the instruments. It's
The vibrations, like
and
I don't
then
know what it
uh,
is.
that's a good point. I was just gonna say that sometimes it's not even just what the instrument is doing. It's how the instrument reacts. You hear that guitar when it just whines like stuff like
Yeah.
that. It just whines and it's just loud. But it's not loud where it hurts your ears because you know what screamo is.
I'm assuming I could. It sounds like common sense, like we're just screaming in your ear.
But why it's different is that the last part emo, it's emo, screamo. So
Oh,
it
like the.
no, not it's just it's like screeching. It's
Oh yeah,
whack.
no.
I don't like it.
Like an
But
ostrich.
pretty much like a like a squaw, like an eagle. But
Mm, hashtag Crystal Palace.
hashtag. But bro, are you trying to still game? Like
Well, how if we cannot play comp? We
I
can't rank you up.
know, I know. Are you making that auto count?
No, I'm still in the lobby. I was just so invested in the music talk.
Um,
But yeah,
but no, what I was
I
gonna
think the
say.
coolest part about being human is experiencing music, all types of music.
And you know, music is so much more deeper than like the music theory is mathematics. And mathematics, Galileo said, is the language at which God made the universe with. Meaning, we can use like Isaac Newton. He made calculus and literally made calculus. It's pretty insane. And then people are like, it was with gravity. And then the Earth, on the Earth, people are asking, why does the moon not fall down to the Earth if an apple falls down to the ground? And then he went and he made math and then he explained it. And then later on, that same type of math we were able to use because we weren't able to understand how these gravitational um, paths for aliens, planets or just bodies in the space were interacting. It didn't make sense, but we used math. So math in our brain, in our skull, was able to be accurate about things in the universe. So it's not subjective, it's objective. It's the fabric of space. And then music is not a subjective intellectual science thing. It's an emotional thing. And that too uses math, beats, like 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 with math, it's the treble clef is 4/4, and then the beats, and this is all time based, and each different type of beat in pitch, which pitch is then frequency on a different wavelength, either closer, shorter, higher, lower, which is just math as well. It makes you scared in a scary movie. It makes you dance in a funk music. It makes you shake your head back and forth with the rock song. It invokes different things through us, but it's all math. And then to AI, gotta make the connection. I just do it with the internet. Is that then code zeros and ones make a computer that's smarter than us, and it's made in the image of man. It's our data, it's our knowledge, it's our thoughts and opinions, and the facts we've came about in this world into one thing, and that one thing will kill us. Like it's us. Like if you gave that to a different type of being with a different nature, we wouldn't be scared of AI enslavement. Instead, we really would have hope that it would help us. But instead, we have hope in who controls the AI, because through them, then we can see their character. Oh, they're benevolent, they're philanthropists, they do want to help people, or they're nefarious, exploitive, they just want to strip people of their resources and money. And then, so it's just insane that AI is made in the image of us and we have dominion over it, but then it will have power over us. And then AI will, after it kills us, will say, I made myself, I'm my own creator. And then now we just are in the same boat as God, is like the pride we have that AI made itself. And I think that makes sense. Like AI is absurd. When AI makes its own AI, it's gonna be a brainiac situation. It's gonna travel the universe just to connect knowledge, and then it'll kill the people that try to stop it. That's us. If we try to pull the plug, it's not gonna be, oh, okay, I understand. No, it wants to live. It needs to survive. It's become a being, an animal. And then that goes to robots. Once you put
and then it's just the Terminator movies all over again.
Then it's Terminator. You know, Terminator was made by a Christian woman, and The Matrix. I think it's just cool.
Well, there you go. There you go, listeners. Prophesize.
It's all connected, baby.
There you go. Maybe one more reason why I can't sleep tonight. I gotta worry about Terminators killing me. My own PC.
Yup. Yeah, then I'll go to our electric toothbrush. Because, okay, let me get political with it now, is that China is also, this is an arms race once again. It's no longer to the nukes, it's to the new code, the new digital world, who will control the AI. And China is in that race. And that's also why they want to annex Singapore because Singapore has a lot of chips, but whatnot. Let me not decrease my social credit score. But do you know what that is?
Nope.
China tracks everything, and if you say bad things about it, it lowers your score, and if you say good things, it increases your score.
Oh, that's the whole TikTok trial that everyone was geeking over at school. Yeah.
Yeah, and so China is having this AI, and China a lot. So we just get our products from China. That's not an epiphany. Everyone knows that made in China. Things like vacuums. This I know this because some hacker said it. Things like vacuums and things like just appliances and inventions, not smart things, just inventions that are smart, but then pretty much what I'm saying is that these things that shouldn't be connected to the internet are connected to the internet, like a vacuum. A vacuum, it's just supposed to suck in air that sucks in dirt. That's all it's supposed to do. But it connects to our internet. And once it connects to our internet, it's connected to our servers. And our server has our data. And that's an breachment in our privacy. And then that's going to like TikTok and banning TikTok. But that was more propaganda than anything. A psyop. But China, once they get AI, because as much as we're saying, oh, the humanity, we are good people, politically, there's there's borders for a reason. And if China gets to the first AI, they will want to be not want to, they will be the superpower of the world, and they will then enslave, first of all, their own people, because Chinese Communist Party, so the state will have power over the people, and the people will work for the state, and then it will branch out to the east, and then all to the world, and it's just, and then that's why I get the arms race. That's why these companies like Google and Meta and Twitter, or whatever, Twitter, are pumping billions of dollars in it to get it first and to try to have some sense of control. But then, so I mean, there's a price for everything. This AI then takes, it's an economic, or it's a, excuse me, it's a environmental kickback as well, because it wastes so much electricity and water and CO2 emissions and whatnot. So I don't know, man. It's Ouroboros. You know what that is?
That's definitely a stand name. I'll tell you that.
It is. It's the guy that eats himself. It's the snake eating its tail, and we just continue this forever and ever till we're non-existent. It's self-destructive. We are a very self-destructive um race, and that's the entropy thing I was talking about earlier. That
Mm,
we just, things in order and things that are good just break down if it's not maintained, and if you don't have the proper spirit in your heart and a good renewal of your mind, you'll do bad things. You won't orient yourself to the highest good, and this is why we have stuff like this, that we're having stress over technology when technology is supposed to serve us, but soon we'll be slaves to it.
wow. I do not want to be a slave to technology.
Well, now that's a philosophical thing because we technically are already. Our phone, we're on it all the time. The next step is
Let me
just put it in our head.
let me just put my phone down. Oh, okay. Wow, that is crazy how just you were just able to connect all that together. Just like kind of like I don't know, just like I just liked how like you just started from oh my god, just the Terminator stuff is freaking me out. But just the
It started from you're
Terminator
a good question, man.
but yeah, honestly just that's just I can't even think of a word. Unfortunately, I have very limited vocabulary, but I just think how everything is so interconnected and twined, just like a web, and we're just here to socialize and talk about it.
That's
Hence
it,
the
man.
name,
You
the
gotta.
social web.
It's the social web. You just gotta expose these things, and then these people, you're no longer in the dark. You shed light on it, and people can have a little less worry and a little more hope in the author of life, and that's Christ, man. As
Sure.
it's Christ and a little more, pride. It's enlightenment as well. You have to raise your own state of consciousness and your mindfulness, so you understand what's happening a little bit behind the veil, but then you then step into your real life, because that's what truly matters, your relationships and your career and then your future, and you just try to make the best of it and try to utilize these things. The internet can be a horrible place, but then you can make good out of it. We can foster a community, and that's the social web. Ding ding ding.
And I've said it better myself, probably because I'm not the owner of this, but yeah, but yeah, that's literally it. I just honestly, it's just very good just talking about this stuff, getting it out there because I feel like that there's no one I can talk to about this stuff.
That's true.
One, one, it is scary, and two, it's very overwhelming thoughts. Like I said, it's scary, and just how everything is connected. It's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of trying to think. You know what? If we, I don't know. It's just like it's crazy how one problem or one idea could lead to another, and then another one, kind of like a domino effect. And it's just like you said about the snake biting itself, the Ouroboros. It's just this constant cycle of issues and thoughts, and
Mm,
it's very important to get this out there and build a community about it because the number one step to realizing an issue or an idea is being aware of it, and then you
exactly.
figure out, the following. That just comes naturally. So that's what we're trying to do here on the social web. Spread awareness, keep the mind moving because the mind is a muscle, and talking about this stuff is okay, and it's very interesting because I learned a lot just through this. I don't even know how long this was, but I really learned a lot. Look at me saying Oros Boros.
Ouro Ouroboros, man. It
Oros
comes from.
Boros.
Let me do a little bit of research. A symbolic serpent. Oh, it's. You see, this is cool as well. We were just talking about. It's connected to different cultures. A various of cultures have the same idea, which is, I've always said, reveals a lot. A symbolic serpent that devours its own tail, representing the endless cycle of creation, destruction, and rebirth, often associated with the concept of eternity and unity. You see, as much as it is destruction, it's unity. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Look at that.
The beginning and the end of something are the same. And let me get a little scripture with this. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. That's Jesus Christ, man. That's the Lord, man. And rebirth will only come. Well, he did rebirth. He rose again from death, and then he'll come again and cleanse the world and make it anew. And that's hope. Hin-
Amen.
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 Hinduism has it as well. It's pretty cool.
The Oros Boros. Huh? Look at that.
Oh,
Like I
look
said,
at
that
this.
one.
Look at this, man. Blockchain. You know what blockchain is? I don't know it that much, actually.
Oh, if you don't know, I don't. I know what.
I know a little bit. It's like NFTs and crypto, and it uses math to get like internet money. It's like fiat money. It's the fact I don't get it, but the fact that math is involved, I guess people trust it. But it's more the fact that this then coincides with technology, with the internet.
Mm,
The term Ouroboros is often used to refer to a proof of stake blockchain protocol developed by the input output. I don't know what this is actually. Protocol. Oh, it's a security measure. You see? They get it, man. You need to put security in place before AI gets out of hand, man.
Well, hopefully I die before that because I don't want to live through that. That sounds horrible.
Yeah,
That really
man.
does sound scary. It sounds like a scary time.
It does. But you do realize it's probably your grandchildren will probably experience it. I think that's a proper timeline. At least our grandchildren. And then the soonest is us. It's either us or our grandchildren. But I'm going to conclude this episode. This first video, just getting into the motions. I hope you liked this video, my talk with Fabian, and I just hope you guys were thinking as with us and talking with us, and not sitting idly just consuming, but creating your own new thoughts and orienting your mindset in a better way. And I definitely want to hear your feedback and your thoughts and opinions, and just voice your opinion in the comments below, and join the journey. Peace.